Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is the Blackhawk County Public Health Community Forum, and today we have Lutheran Services in Iowa, the HOPES program, and we have Liz presenting. So Liz, I'll turn it over to you at this time.
Yeah, hi guys. My name is Liz. I am the service coordinator for the HOPES program here in Blackhawk County, and then also oversee Tama and Benton County. And I brought Alicia with me. She is a new program supervisor that we have. She's been with the HOPES program for 6 years as a home visitor. So not new to the program, but new to her position. So we're just going to tell you a little bit about the HOPES program, and I'm going to share my screen, get this in presenter mode. Okay, can you guys see it okay? Okay, now I've got you on a different screen. Okay, there we go. All right. So what is the HOPES program? It is an early childhood home visiting program here in Blackhawk County. That means that our home visitors go into homes or virtually and see families either face-to-face or on video, weekly to bi-weekly, sometimes monthly, and do parenting education and activities with the families that they're seeing. So what is home visiting? It is an opportunity for families to receive some extra support and services and connect with their home visitor on a regular basis. Their home visitor is assigned to them, so it's always the same home visitor. They'll come in and talk with the family, provide them whatever the support they need, and connect them with community resources. Alicia, feel free to jump in if you have anything to add.
Okay.
HOPES is completely free and voluntary. You don't have to pay for anything. It doesn't go through insurance. You don't have to have a specific income amount, and you don't have to apply for our program. If you're interested and you meet the requirements, then you are welcome to be in it. It's also voluntary, so you can be a part of the program for as long as you want. We hope to keep families between 3 and 5 years, but if the family is ever not interested in services anymore, or they move away or anything like that, then we will discharge at that time. So who qualifies? Anyone who lives in Blackhawk County and is pregnant or less than 90 days postpartum. So if you are pregnant and interested, at any time during your pregnancy, maybe you're due tomorrow, but you're still interested, we would love to get you enrolled, or you've got your whole pregnancy to go. We'd be happy to enroll you as well. Or if you've already had your baby, we have up until that baby is 3 months old to get you enrolled in our program. And we know that we want to provide support and services to family as quickly as we can once we know mom is pregnant, because then we're able to help relieve as much stress as possible by providing support, helping make sure the family has what they need for baby. And then once baby is born, mom is able to focus on that and not have to focus on things like making sure she has what she needs. We have a level system, so we provide services on a weekly basis to begin with for about an hour, once a week. The home visitor will either come to your home or meet with you virtually. And then after that, the weekly visits happen for about 6 months. And then after that, they go to bi-weekly visits, so twice a month, and then monthly and quarterly visits after that. So kind of people just kind of move through the levels as they feel comfortable, and depending on what types of support they need, and you can move back and forth between levels as well. So what we offer pregnancy and postpartum support. Most of our home visitors are labor and postpartum doula trained. So they're able to provide support to help families who are pregnant learn about birthing techniques, labor positions, pain management, things that you might be helpful during labor, and then also during the postpartum period, talking about what happens right after birth, and lactation support or bottle feeding, whatever the family is interested in. Those home visitors are able to talk to them about that. We also have lactation consultants on staff and are able to help with getting baby latched, breastfeeding, any problems that they may have with nursing or breastfeeding throughout their time doing that. And we have car seat tech on staff as well. So she's happy to do car seat fittings and education around car seats to make sure that babies are safe and secure in their seats while they are traveling. We also work with families to learn about child development and what the next milestones are that their baby should be meeting. We do different screenings to look to see if those babies are meeting their milestones, and if they're not, we will help to get them referred out to someone who can do a little further assessment and get whatever services they might need or therapies. We also provide parenting skills and techniques, so every home visit has some sort of educational piece to it, and that is just a wide range of topics that families and home visitors might come up with together. Anything from infant bathing or diapering maybe to mom wants to learn about going back to school or getting her driver's license, something like that. We can help with any of those things that would help reduce stress for both mom and baby. And then of course, we're going to connect families to community resources. So if families need help with applying for, say, food stamps or childcare assistance, they need help with housing or energy assistance, anything like that, we would be happy to provide assistance in filling out those applications or just letting families know about the resources that are out there. And this is a video. So that's just a quick video that gives you kind of a brief overview of our program and the things that we work on with families. So if anybody is interested in the HOPES program, you can scan that QR code right there, and that will take you right to a Google form, which will let us know of your interest, and we will get a hold of you. Otherwise, you could call or text that phone number that's there, 319-830, I gotta move this, 9478. And that will go right to our outreach phone, and someone will either answer or contact you back to get things started. And we also have an incentive program that we do with families just to help families see that we are excited about you being with us and get you engaged and responding. So this shows that, like, after one visit, you get a pack of wipes. After 4 visits, you get a sleeve of diapers, and so on. So just kind of some fun things to look forward to after so many visits. And again, that's our phone number and that QR code for interest. One other thing I'll mention too, it's not in here, but we do have access to interpreting. So we contract with Embark, and they are able to provide us with a French interpreter. And we also have access to several of the Burmese dialects and Spanish interpretation as well. And that is all I have.
Awesome. So Liz, I don't know if you've touched on this already, but like, can you kind of explain the benefits of home visitation, like as far as like I saw on the screen, we were talking about how like it's a person that you can trust and like confide in for a lot of stuff, and parenting is hard. But are there other benefits? Obviously you have, by going to certain visits for X amount of times, you can get kickbacks like the wipes and diapers and stuff. What are some other benefits for families that are like tuning in right now?
Yep. So I would say the biggest benefits are that we are going to provide you with education that maybe you, maybe families aren't quite sure they needed to know. A lot of times we go into parenting and we think we know something, but then we get into it and we're like, oh no, I don't know what to do in this situation. So that's a good opportunity to say something to your home visitor, or the home visitor might be observing while they're in that home visit and see that maybe mom missed a cue, or they just aren't sure what to do. So then the home visitor can help them come up with solutions and figure out what to do maybe next time. So it'd be a little less stressful, more easy for the family moving forward.
Yeah, and I agree with that too. Like, I think having another pair of eyes out there to like be like, hey, so you're like, especially when they're infants and they're hungry, like the feeding cues, that's a huge thing. And I actually, in my office here, I have a whole like thing on like baby cues and like what babies like will do to be like, hey, I'm hungry, or hey, I'm tired, and stuff like that. And maybe parents who are new to the parenting game, they don't know that yet. And so just having that outside perspective is invaluable, you know, so that's awesome.
Yep. Yep. And that's one of the reasons why we want to get people enrolled when they're pregnant or during those first 90 days of birth, because we know that when we can reduce the stress, it helps them to feel more confident after baby is born and learning. And it's just easier when we have that support system.
Yes, for sure. And did you touch on the income requirements?
Yep, we don't have any income requirements. Our only requirements for enrollment are Black Hawk County and pregnant or less than 90 days after birth.
Okay, awesome. I think that's super helpful, especially because the population that this information is going out to, a lot of them work at like Tyson and stuff, where maybe they're just above the income guideline for like Head Start and stuff like that. Whereas they could get enrolled with HOPES as long as they get involved at that specific time period.
Yep.
So,
yep,
so that's super important.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yep, we serve quite a few families right now who are probably friends with some of the families that might be getting this information. So if you are out there and are interested in it, maybe ask around and see if there's somebody that you know that is part of the HOPES program and can give you a little bit more information.
Mm-hmm.
But we think we have a pretty good relationships with the people that are out there. So they seem to really enjoy the services and the support they're getting.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Very cool. Let's see. Adriana, did you have some input on this or any questions?
Hi.
Hi.
No questions.
Perfect. And Danya, I see you're tuned in today. How are you? Do you have any questions or thoughts on home visiting?
Thank you. Good. Hope you guys are good too. But no, I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Yeah, I think it's just nice to have this as a resource because so being in the First 5 program, like that 0 to 5 age group, it's hard. And I personally, I have a toddler, so so it's fun. I'm tired all the time. But I think having parenting education is super duper helpful because it can be so overwhelming, and just to have someone kind of validate what you're feeling and letting you know like that you're not alone in this is super duper important. So
yeah,
I
totally agree with that.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, we'll just keep this little ditty short and sweet then. So I'm going to stop recording.